What is up, YouTube? It's me, the Artisan MC, trying this again. See if I can get it in. Give me a one in the chat if you can hear me clearly. On Interstate 5, so the signal should be clearer. What a desert, and Olive, Mojave. Just cruising down the straight road. One if you can hear me, so I know what's going on with this shit. What up, Joe Hurt? Is it clear? Or is it muffled? Because it's not showing up on the card. Same. As it should. Default. It's clear? Cool. Thank you, Herb. Well, now, this was an interesting week. I'll say the recap for tomorrow's show, Hero's Journey 129. Because I got some shows to watch when I get home. I haven't watched anything all week since Sunday. So there's news to catch up on, there's shows to catch up on, there's reviews to do, and videos to put out. I was off to YouTube Red for a week. I even took my computer. I didn't take it out my backpack once because I was not in my room sitting down at the computer most of the time. I was out. Strangely enough, I didn't drink too often. I drank twice. First day and the last day. And Maker's Mark on the first day and a Stella on the last day. Weird. You'd think I'd have been drinking it up, but I was playing pool so much I didn't want to drink. I didn't want to fuck up my game, my eyesight. So I didn't drink. I just drank water and juice, and occasional Pepsi. So, yeah, Maker's Mark is the best, man. What's up? Maker's Mark is the best. That shit tasted so good. So good. They bought me a drink and brought it to me straight like I like it. Hell yeah, straight lace, no chaser. Say that ice for the igloos. Don't leave my shit watered down at all. Like how the sun shines on me. Yeah, my friend Billy. So I was just driving along here. I got my last, maybe 2 hours. Yeah, shit. Of driving to do, so I figured I'd talk with you guys. I'm on a straight enough path of road where the signal shouldn't keep bouncing in and out. Leaving Vegas was a pain in the ass. It just kept dropping. But been having thunderstorms the whole time I was in Vegas, which is the first time I've actually seen overcast days and thunderstorms and lightning storms in Vegas. But it had to happen sooner or later. So I'm chalking up to that why the signal was bad earlier. So apologies. But I don't control that shit. I only control the flash. sort of. So I was rolling in the toaster oven and enjoying my ride, listening to music, trying to stay awake because I've been up since 7, actually 6:30, which is weird as shit. Because I know come Monday I won't be able to wake up at 6:30. It's the irritating part about it. I woke up early several days in a row while on vacation, early enough that I could have got to work on time if I had left. But I know come Monday that will not happen. My body will not feel like waking up at 6 o'clock, 5:30, none of that shit. Anyway, I sit here thinking about stuff. And mostly, I was ready to get to it, Toya. I can say that. I mean, the day that we actually had to play, the day of our match, which was Thursday, I did wake up like 5. No bullshit. I woke up about 5 in the morning for no reason at all. But it's just how it is sometimes. Like you don't control. I feel you don't control that completely. So I turned off my alarms, mind you. I turned off my alarms, and I'm still beating my alarms up. So just weird. Just weird. I can't say I did a lot of reflecting on this trip, on myself, on my version of play, even on how people perceive me. It's funny taking trips like this with my league because the typical thing happens. To me, it's a typical thing. When we're back at home, we're all on different teams. We're all on different teams, right? And we're competitive. We're supportive but competitive. We want to win, but we like to see people play good, which is a good mix to have. You want people that want to see you play well, so you can get a good game out of them. They can get a good game themselves. It's funny when we go out to these events. Excuse me. It's not about that team, that individual team shit. It is about we as a collective our team versus everybody else here. And the number of people that were here, so fucking stupid. Get over it, bro. Don't worry about it. All right. So as I was saying, at this tournament, there are about 15,000 people in this tournament. It's about 1,000 different teams. 900, I think, 47 teams. That's a lot of people to have to get through. But because our matches didn't happen until Thursday, a couple other types of matches going on as well. Competition, Scotch doubles competition. You know, there's a couple of different things going on outside of the captain's tournament. So on top of that, you have all the mini tournaments happening, which a mini tournament is basically 16, 8 people in a bracket. You play through that. You come in first, cash payout right in your hand. Simple. So there was a lot of opportunities to play, practice, play on the tournament tables, interact with other pool players from different regions, and just have a ball. And what's good about it is most of the people there are supporters. It's an environment to be in. I equate it to like a cigarette smoker's circle, right? If you smoke and the people outside smoke, you can all stand together and talk together if you all smoke cigarettes together, right? Not that big of a deal. As long as you're here, you love the game or learning the game or whatever, shit, you in a circle too. And everybody is supportive of you being there. Because that's how the league grows. And that's what everybody wants. They want their leagues to grow and want to do well at these, individual league competitions. They want to do well. Because when you win, it's not just, oh, it's this person. Congrats. It's you from this area. It's televised. People all over the world see it, and that shit is immortalized. The other thing is that everybody there, the 15,000 people that were there, were all amateurs. They're just amateurs. Now, we may have different skill levels from 1 to 9 in that shit, but we're all amateurs. 9 being the highest. The closer you get to that, the closer you're probably ready to try to be a professional. So you get some people from everywhere. There's only one guy I met that was, he kind of didn't want to talk to me. Like he was feeling some kind of way. Which is why I was happy we beat them. Me and my Jack and Jill partner, Krista. I think he had a little problem with the skin tone. A little bit. He's from North Carolina, though. And the part of North Carolina he said he was from, I think it's that more western part. Almost out there in the boonies or something. So, oh well. It's not my problem to deal with, it's his. But this time, unlike the other time, it was more fun because there was more camaraderie. All of us that went mostly team captains. Showed up to each other matches, supported each other no matter who was playing. And then we was actually hanging, doing nice shit for each other, hanging out, getting dinner, going to see some different things. In addition to playing pool and practicing. It was real communal. It was a real sense of family in a sense. And that was good, especially for my players, which are people from my 9-ball team. But this was their first time coming to the World Tournament, the very first time. And I put that shit in their ear since the beginning of this year. You need to go. It's the first time you need to go so you understand what you're playing. And I said it to all my teams, all 3 teams. These 2 actually did it. And they had a good damn time. Why people do dumb shit like that? Cows. So they showed up and they got right to playing on the tables and they enjoyed themselves. Had a good damn time. And you could see it in their face how excited they were and how, blown away by the scale of all of this was. To then think you going back to play in, this little bar somewhere in your little town. And then all of this leads to this other thing. It's good for them. They even played together on a Scotch doubles team. It was good. Now, some of us in our group won. Some of us won better at the slot machines than on the table. I don't gamble, so I didn't risk it. It wasn't me. But everybody showed up and played. Everybody. I like to see those smiles and people having that fun. And it was more fun to get to know some of these other people that we don't see each other too often unless we're playing against each other. That's usually the only time we actually talk. We're getting to go to dinner and then have drinks and sit there and bullshit and talk with them. You learn a little bit more about the person. Makes it a little bit more fun to pull for them in a sense. For me, I don't have a problem differentiating the two because I always see the opponent at the other end of the table as the opponent. In that sense, it never matters if it's somebody I know or it's a female. I'll see you any different. The same thing has to happen to you. You need to go down. I need to shoot better than you on this table and beat you. Does not matter. So being able to see them play and play well or struggle and actually, in a weird way, give them pointers and tutelage on what they're doing wrong, it's kind of fun. We might do that while we're playing, but I usually keep my critique when we're playing against each other to myself. It's my benefit. I say you fuck it up or something. What the fuck am I telling you that for? That's for my benefit. I'm playing. But you playing somebody else? Hey man, stop doing this. I can tell when you rush it because every time you don't have a shot, you just do this. So trying to get them settled down and out of the negative space of I'm messing up to get back focused is kind of fun for me. It just gets to my natural personality where I try to help people. I try to help. And I don't like to see people struggling or doing badly when maybe a decent word to them can get them out of that shit. Can have them believing in themselves more so than doubting themselves. As one of my other league mates said it best, like we had told her we had lost and they didn't come down, so they were still back in Fairfield. But yeah, we lost. Yeah, but you lost in Vegas. Though. We were sitting there laughing about shit. Like, man, that motherfucker could put a happy face on an atomic bomb going off. Look, it's so positive, and so supportive, man. That shit is weird. It's weird. It's weird in a sense, but you have to think about what's weird about it. It's weird about being supportive and positive and adding something to it, like, oh, you'll do better next time. That's weird. It's crazy. Think about how we internalize so much negativity that a positive compliment or view is considered weird. I think that's what I was thinking about this whole time I've been driving. Is I'm sitting here stewing over my fuck ups. And by my count, there's a lot. And I was not happy with my state of play. And the last game I lost mirrored the first game I lost this week. And it just so happened. Oh fuck! And the whole numerology of the thing. I had to let my friend know about this. It happened on the same table. Both those matches happened on the same table. I lost both of those matches the same way. On Monday, I'm playing 9-ball on table 33. And I missed the cut on the 9 and the 8-ball, the cue ball scratched. Right? So what was it? Cue ball, yeah, 9 fell, and then the cue ball. Bounced. I bounced. I should have stopped, rolled all the way back down the other side of the table, and fell in the pocket like a damn homing pigeon, which is what I was calling the cue ball the whole time I was there. A fucking homing pigeon, because it just kept finding the pocket, trying to get back in the coop. What the fuck? Well, last night, I had my match at 7:30. Any skill level, 8-ball, feeling good. Playing somebody that's a higher level than me, so I don't have to win that many games. And we end up going heel, which means we both need one game to. I get the ball last. I make a series of, I think, 3, 4 Very good, well-positioned shots. I get to the 8. I have to cut it up in the corner. Cut it towards the corner. It does not cut. It just rolls. And the cue ball, even though I didn't hit it hard because I didn't want to scratch, finds its way to roll into the corner pocket, bouncing off the cushion. I lose. I was pissed. I dare say I wanted to fucking cry. I dare say I wanted to cry. I couldn't believe that shit. I was so fucking dejected by that. Just really thinking like, how the and everything else that was going wrong was pissing me off too. It was like, at that point, I didn't want support because they were sitting there supposed to be their support, but they just, talking amongst themselves, being all loud and shit. It's bothering the fuck out of me. I'm trying to focus. I'm trying to get out of this first round, get to this next one so I can get towards this money. I was pissed. And it took me till today to think about it. And a little dark side of me, my shadow side, say, hey, you lost on that table already. And then I remembered it. Yes, I did. That's why I was dreading going to that table when I got the assignment. Like, table 33, fuck, I played on that table before. I don't like it. I lost the same way on Monday on that table. Now, the significance of that is Toya's still in here. She'll enjoy this part. It's numerology. The number 33 or 333 kept coming up the whole time I was in Vegas. The whole time I was in Vegas, it kept showing up. And I didn't put it together immediately when I played my last game that I probably shouldn't have played on that table because it was table number 33. That number had been primed into my fucking psyche since Monday. So much so, me and my friend talked about it, and I looked up the angel number to share with them, to let them know this is what 33 or 333 means, because they had been seeing it for a couple of days. I do get superstitious in some ways. Like, I don't want anybody to touch my cue if I'm playing good. And if I'm playing bad, I don't want to touch anybody's hand to give them support. I don't want to fist bump them or nothing because I'm afraid I'm going to rub that shit off on them. That's going to fuck up their game. But I didn't catch that right off the bat. And I should have, because I had already looked that up like the day or so before. So I lost 2 games, 2 matches. I had one because the 9-ball game was the same way. This was the last shot. I had it after this. I lost 2 matches the same way. I beat myself. On the big stage, or let's just put it this way, on the grander stage with more of your fellow players watching. And I believe they was live streaming that shit. So I can't say if my number one hater was watching and sitting there like, miss, wishing for me the best. I don't know. But I hit that ball and that shit did not cut at all. No English. Went from the cue ball onto the 8 ball. It did not move. It just went straight. It didn't angle at all. I'm like, motherfucker. And then that cue ball scratch. Insult to injury. Because if that ball wouldn't have scratched, I would have got another shot at the 8 because my opponent didn't have a shot on his ball. He didn't. He didn't have a shot on his ball. Fuck. So he was decent. He told me I shot a good stick. I did. He was one level above me. But I did at some point when I settled down and stopped getting irritated by my league mates talking over there all loud and shit. Fucking females. But when I was focused on my game, I was getting that motherfucker. Try to get the chance to. So it is what it is. This is the part about competing, especially on a one v one competition. There is going to be a loser. There is. That's just the way the game is played. There's going to be a loser. You just hope you ain't the one. You want to play to ensure that you are not the one. But as I would advise one of my players, you learn more in a loss than you do in a victory. Growth happens in the loss. And I've been thinking about what is the growth from here. And the only thing so far I keep coming back to is I'm reshaping my tip on my 9-ball cue and my 8-ball cue. And I'm only buying 12.5 shafts. Just saying. I ain't saying shit. It's 3-0 and nobody's saying a goddamn word. So, yeah, I was very disappointed. The funny part is next week, back home, my regular league, doing our fall session. So my Tuesday 8-ball team will start up again and we'll start playing for, that season's championship. And Thursday night will be our 9-ball second round playoff. They got postponed because everybody was in Vegas. So now we get to come back and try to play for that championship. And that sorry, and give y'all all the bells and whistles since I'm on the road driving. Shitty sitting down. Must be near San Jose. Possibly. Two 85. 2 hours left. I'm curious of the chat. What do you, outside of life and work, what is your favorite form of competition that you personally engage in? I'm curious. Asking for a friend. I asked that question because one of the people I played against was the team captains. Name of the team, because Gail wins at slot machines a lot. According to her, can't prove it. But her other team was like, yeah, she's crazy. So Gail gets trips to Vegas every 3 to 5 weeks. They are from, I think they're from Tennessee or some shit like that. No, excuse me, they're from Texas. Texas. So every 5 weeks or so, she's back in Vegas, gambling on the slot machines, getting everything comped and VIPs and trips and shit like that. Gail plays billiards, pool as well. She's pretty good. She's the captain of the team and all that, right? Gail also plays tennis. Also supposedly very good, according to her. I know this because she was telling me this shit and I didn't ask. And I was thinking about the psychology of somebody like that. It's like I think she's just addicted to competing. But if you're good at all of those things, why wouldn't you do it? Right? So it made me wonder how do most people engage that competitive drive outside of competing for mates or trying to fuck somebody over on their job? How do you get that off? My suspicion is, because nobody answered the damn question yet. My suspicion is people just low key compete with each other a lot of the time. And that's how they get it off. Because at least I believe that's a natural urge in human beings to be competitive. Right? If you hop on one foot 25 times blindfolded, somebody else is going to come along and say, I can do it 30 times blindfolded. And if you call them on it and say they bullshit, now you got a competition. It will happen. But I also see that people compete conversationally with experiences. That woman sitting up there telling me all that stuff, she's trying to compete with me in terms of experiences that she doesn't think I have. And in some ways, trying to dominate people her superior experience and some other things, two of which I don't give a shit about. If I had luck for gambling, I would have been impressed. I do not have luck for gambling. It's not how my luck works. So I don't care about her being good at slot machines because I look at it as, fuck does that even mean? What does it mean? It's not like you count cards or anything like that. I mean, where's the skill involved in pulling a lever and letting a random number generator run enough times to where it finally pays out? I don't get it. Tennis, you have to be physically active. You have to do it. You actually have to do the work to learn how to hit the ball, move your ass, to get in position to return a serve, all of that shit. You physically have to do it. So that's impressive. Playing pool is the same way. You have to do it. You have to know your angles, your shots, the lay of the table, your defenses, all that shit. You need to know it. So it is impressive. But just because I know what tennis is, I know the rules, and I can play it, don't mean I give a shit about it. I am a gamer, and not just a video gamer. I am a gamer. I love all kinds of games. Doesn't matter. If I've never played it, that's probably the one I want to learn. I like that competitive aspect of it, which is why I like games. It engages that for me. But I fall more in line with the games that you have to physically be involved in. The more physical, the better. So I'm curious. Does everybody have that out? If it's not the, let's just say, traditional ways, how does it come out of you? How does your competitive urges come out of you if you don't actually play sports or do something competitive outside of your personal life and work? How do you compete with people? You know, talking at you, nobody's talking back. So go ahead and shut it. So y'all have a good afternoon. Peace to you.